Hello again from Casterton Vintage. This week's video comes from the third in a series of plough training days. This time the organisers are going to put on a demonstration of how to do an opening and make a start with both a mounted and a trail plough, and then everybody will go off and have a go on their own. There are some extremely accomplished ploughmen on site to help the beginners, including a number of British champions, European champions, and even a multiple world champion. So we start off with Richard here explaining and demonstrating how to put the first chip across the field. He explains that the chip needs to be deep enough to cut everything, but not that deep that you're going to struggle to put it back when you try to make a start. You'll notice there are a number of people wearing blue hats. These are the trainers, and they'll circulate around the site helping people throughout the day. Every time I post a ploughing video on the internet, I get lots of questions in the comments about what's going on. For the benefit of those people, I'll add a little bit of commentary to some of this. Apologies to those people that know exactly what's going on and don't want to listen to me telling you how. Next, he explains how to set the plough up for the second pass. You can see the amount of people. It's difficult to get in with the camera. If you look carefully, you can see how the plough land wheel has been set to the right width on the first pass, so that when you take this next run up the field, you've got a mark to follow to make sure you're in the right place. There's a lot of interest as Carl explains exactly what the judges are looking for in a good opening split. And if you can make yours look like this, you'll be doing pretty well. Straight, clean and balanced. After the split's been judged, you need to get ready to put the start together, and most ploughmen will put a piece back in the middle to sit the front two furrows on. And Richard now demonstrates exactly how he likes to do this. Now let's watch Dan do exactly the same process with a trail plough. He sets the plough up and takes the first chip across the field. And then resets the plough to complete the opening with the second pass. And once again, normally you would pause at this point for the judges. We seem to have plenty of those today, before you move on to this part where you put the chip back in ready to sit the first two furrows on. That there, when it sort of drops, And next we put the first 2 full furrows up. And this is where you find out whether you chipped in too little or too much. You'll notice that the tractor wheel rolls down the chip almost exactly to the point that the front furrow turns over to. That's why it's important to get the chip exactly the right width. Just a fraction over 2 tractor wheel widths is almost perfect. And now we're coming back with 2 furrows in the opposite direction. Once again, note the position of the tractor wheel. Now we'll return to Richard and watch him put up the first 4 furrows in exactly the same way as the trail plough.
Richard, will you, when you get 71, just stop again? No, you want your way.
And Richard has now got 4 furrows up. Probably the most difficult part comes next, because you've got to put 2 more rounds around those 4 furrows, and that is the 12 furrows that the judges will judge. All furrows are same size, and the start needs to be flat. So now it's time for everybody else to head off and put into practice what they've just been shown. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button and give us a like. And if you'd like to attend the next plough training day, it'll be on the 10th of February at Walesby. The postcode is NG229NQ.
Got your flag on now. Right.
We're back now at the right end of the field to take a quick look at how the demonstration plots are going. They're getting close now to finishing off, and they're going to pause when they've got between 5 and 6 furrows left and wait for everybody else, and then they'll demonstrate exactly how they like to finish their plot. Right, we're back with Richard and it's time for a demonstration on how to finish a furrow. At this point you need more than 5 furrows, preferably 5.5, and less than 6. If you get that wrong, you'll quickly discover why it's important. The landside tractor wheel will run on top during this pass, and when you turn around, the remaining unploughed land will fit between the tractor wheels. It's worth saying for the beginners that the place to put most of the error is where you turn onto your neighbour's plot. There are 4 furrows there that won't be judged, so that's the place where you put all the out of width and out of parallel adjustments.
As you can see this time, you run with your other side wheel against the furrow wall.
On this run, you should have just under 4 furrows under the tractor. You run with your left side wheel against the furrow wall, not your right side wheel as normal. For the last 2 runs, the tractor rear wheel runs exactly where the front furrow is at this point. It's important to make sure you've got plenty of soil in the front furrow, otherwise the wheel mark will be deep and the judges will knock your points off. You need to shallow off during the last 8 furrows, otherwise you'll end up with a very deep finish. Remember, it's these 8 furrows that you'll be judged on.
Both wheels are in the bottom.
There should be just a fraction under 2 full furrows left here, and all your error of out of parallel and out of width will be under the wheel mark. But don't make the mistake of thinking that hides it from the judges. Next, run round the plot and come back to exactly the same place as you started last. Now we need to move the plough across by 10 inches, as Carl's explaining here, in order to take one more furrow off. From this camera angle you can see that only the rear moldboard will be in work during this run up the field. This run needs to be shallow enough so that you've got soil left to come back in the opposite direction on the finishing pass.
One of the weight I don't really need. I want to get this back body in and ideally get this right on the floor here. It should clean it out and shine it nice. You can make big shares, I don't bother. I've tried and they work sometimes they don't work, and it's just someone else to mess about with the water. You know, some people put a thing on it.
So we're almost set up and ready to go for the finishing run. We just need to change the rear disc for a left-handed one. The final furrow needs to be perfectly straight, so you need to drop the plough in exactly the right place. You can see in this picture that Richard is just slightly away from the furrow wall because the plough will move to the wall as it starts to engage with the soil. Watch carefully and you'll see this happen. And there we have it, the final result. I hope you'll agree with me, that's pretty impressive under the pressure of everybody watching and analysing your every move. Right, it's time to take a look now at how everybody else gets on. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's certainly been a challenge trying to put it together. I think I'd sooner have gone and spent the day ploughing a plot. If you have, don't forget to leave a comment and maybe give us a like. And we'd like to hear what you think about the plough training days and whether you've learnt anything. See you again in next week's video.
it.